You know what? I have to agree once again with Donald Trump on this one. I can't believe I'm about to say that. And I want to say I am a strong advocate for pro life. I believe in the value and the sanctity of human lives, including the autonomy of the child. And that is not something I take very lightly at all. And while I do understand that, and I am, but at the same time, I do understand that you can't force society to accept a concept that they are not able to accept at this stage of the world. As a Christian man, I wish every person was a Christian. I wish everybody knew the joy that is found in a relationship with Jesus. But I actually understand there are some people who may not be ready to become a Christian, who, if I share my faith with them, they will ridicule me at this stage of their world. So I give them space, I give them time, I pray for them, I allow God to work in their hearts. So I say that to make the point that, in the same way, Trump is making a case here for why abortion should remain in the state and it should not become a national ban. We should not federalize it too quickly. It will drive the world to the extreme. And I think whether you are on the left or the right, for me being conservative and being a Christian, I think we got to be very careful how hard we push this issue, especially when the world is at a place where they're not ready for this. And the argument is now, wouldn't this hurt Trump election? I don't think it would. For me, it doesn't change the fact he has my vote already. It doesn't change the fact I think Trump's base is so strong because an opinion might differ from some people in the base doesn't mean they will change their love and commitment to him. I don't personally believe that. But I think the opposite of that is also true. He might be appealing to a larger class that are from the left who are radical pro-choicers. They might end up wanna vote for Trump because of his position at this stage, and I think is something to be. It's recommendable if you were to ask me, and I will say it's commendable. It's actually very thoughtful for him to say what he's about to say here. And I'm gonna stay quiet. I know I'm doing a whole lot of talking before the video starts, but I'm just saying, like, that was very smart of him. I think people might disagree with this. I actually don't. I see what he is doing. He is somewhat taking a middle position here, being somewhat of a centrist. He's not going too far left nor too far right. He's trying to be balanced. He's becoming really smart at what he does, and I'm beginning to appreciate him more and more. So let's get to the video. Link in the description below. Like and subscribe to the page. Click the bell icon for more. Let's take a listen to this video. Share your thought and perspective with me at the end of this video. I'm going to put a link again in the description. Let's get to this thing.
Under my leadership, the Republican Party will always support the creation of strong, thriving, and healthy American families. We want to make it easier for mothers and families to have babies, not harder. That includes supporting the availability of fertility treatments like IVF in every state in America. Like the overwhelming majority of Americans, including the vast majority of Republicans, conservatives, Christians, and pro-life Americans, I strongly support the availability of IVF for couples who are trying to have a precious baby. What could be more beautiful or better than that? Today, I'm pleased that the Alabama legislature has acted very quickly and passed legislation that preserves the availability of IVF in Alabama. They really did a great and fast job. The Republican Party should always be on the side of the miracle of life and the side of mothers, father, their beautiful babies, and that's what we are. IVF is an important part of that, and our great Republican Party will always be with you in your quest for the ultimate joy in life. Many people have asked me what my position is on abortion and abortion rights, especially since I was proudly the person responsible for the ending of something that all legal scholars, both sides, wanted and, in fact, demanded be ended. Roe v. Wade. They wanted it ended. It must be remembered that the Democrats are the radical ones on this position because they support abortion up to and even beyond the 9th month. The concept of having an abortion in the later months and even execution after birth, and that's exactly what it is. The baby is born, the baby is executed after birth, is unacceptable, and almost everyone agrees with that. My view is now that we have abortion where everybody wanted it from a legal standpoint, the states will determine by vote or legislation or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law of the land, in this case, the law of the state. Many states will be different. Many will have a different number of weeks, or some will have more conservative than others, and that's what they will be. At the end of the day, this is all about the will of the people. You must follow your heart or, in many cases, your religion or your faith. Do what's right for your family and do what's right for yourself. Do what's right for your children. Do what's right for our country and vote. So important to vote. At the end of the day, it's all about will of the people. That's where we are right now, and that's what we want, the will of the people. I want to thank the 6 justices, Chief Justice John Roberts, Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett, and Neil Gorsuch, incredible people, for having the courage to allow this long-term, hard-fought battle to finally end. This 50-year battle over Roe v. Wade took it out of the federal hands and brought it into the hearts, minds, and vote of the people in each state. It was really something. Now it's up to the states to do the right thing. Like Ronald Reagan, I am strongly in favor of exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. You must follow your heart on this issue, but remember, you must also win elections to restore our culture and, in fact, to save our country, which is currently, and very sadly, a nation in decline. Our nation needs help. It needs unity. It needs us all to work closely together. Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative, everyone, we have to work together. We have to bring our nation back from the brink, and that's where it is. It's at the brink, and we will. We will do it. I promise you, we will do it. Always go by your heart, but we must win. We have to win. We are a failing nation, but we can be a failing nation no longer. We will make our nation great. We will make our nation greater than ever before. Thank you very
much. The man has made a really good argument. And I think he's taken a really good position on the issue of Roe v. Wade. And if you plan on winning, this is something I don't understand why. I wish I knew the reasons for this. Some people will vote just so that they can, you know what I'm saying? They can do whatever they want with their child. I'm just so shocked by the idea that there are people in the world who actually will do that. Like, they will vote simply on a basis of, what can you say? Simply on the basis of being able to get rid of the unwanted from the womb, right? I don't know why, but that's just the way the world is right now. That's where we are as a country. And once you understand that, you gotta be smart about how you go about addressing these people and how you go about changing the law. And I'm pro-life. I'm telling you, I have videos. I've spoke against many things. I'm a Christian with a Bible in my hands. I can only be a pro-life. You know, the Bible is very clear about this. But I'm also pro-humanity. I'm also pro-people. And I also do understand the psyche and the mentality and the concept and the culture. You gotta take all this stuff into consideration. You know, you can't just politicize the thing and looking to push laws in place that you know will be used against you. I mean, if Republicans go full throttle, right, with this pro-life movement and trying to get it to become a federal issue to the point where it becomes a national ban, they will never win another election again. I'm so serious. It will never. It will not happen. You think woke ideology and Democrats are wild now? you touch this matter and you touch it in a way that is very offensive to them, you might as well kiss the political spectrum and the change in society, the idea of restoring some decency in our country. Kiss that dream goodbye. Because it's not. I realize how radical the left is on this issue, and once you understand how they think, you're gonna have to learn how to think ahead of them. That's all. Go ahead of them and think differently. I will say, like, the method that Jesus teaches. Okay, the method that Jesus teaches his disciples, I would like to apply. We must be wise as serpent and harmless as dove in every issue that we deal with. And you have to take into consideration the mindset, the culture, the attitude, the perception. You got to think about all of that, even the politics and the religion and all that. It's not that simple to fix. But however, we should still be raising our voice. I think pro-lifers, we still have a job to do. We still got to speak up and speak out and continue to argue to bring about a difference in the perception of the people. Once the world perception has changed, then we can talk about national ban. But as of right now, to go ahead and try to do that, I mean, are you ready for the backlash? I don't think you are. Anyway, friends, I don't want to say too much to this. Share your thought and perspective with me. Where do you stand when it comes to this? Do you think Trump is correct on this issue? It doesn't change my vote. As far as I'm concerned, I will still vote for Mr. Trump. I think he is an amazing guy. I think the solution I think what the Lord is about to do in a positive way in this country, I think Trump is the man he's going to use. If I'm wrong about that, well, I'm wrong. But as of right now, that's my conviction. Anyway, share your thought and perspective with me. I want to hear from you. Where do you stand when it comes to this video? Like and subscribe to the page. Click the bell icon for more. Have a good one. Bye.